Good morning. In this class, we will solve the remaining problems from exercise 2.4. There is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school in Mahuli village. The length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio 11:4. At the rate of rupees 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 to fence the plot. What are the dimensions of the plot? So here we have to find the dimensions of this rectangular plot. First let me draw the plot. Okay, this is length and this is width or breadth. We can take it as breadth. This is length and this is breadth of the rectangular plot. The length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio 11:4. So here it is given in ratio. So we can convert to original numbers by multiplying it by x. Length of the plot is 11x meter. Okay. Next thing is breadth. Breadth of the plot is 4x meter. So this is 11x and this is 4x. At the rate of rupees 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 to fence the plot. That is, to fence the plot means they are fencing the plot. So you have to find the perimeter. Perimeter. So this is a rectangular plot. What is the perimeter of the plot? What is the formula to find the perimeter? 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. So here length is 11x and the breadth is 4x. So you can write 2 multiplied by 11x plus 4x, that is equal to 2 multiplied by 11 plus 4 is 15x, that is equal to 15 2s are 30x meter. The perimeter of the plot is 30x meter. Okay. So 100 rupees 100 per meter. So cost to fence 1 meter. What is the cost to fence 1 meter is rupees 100. To fence 1 meter, the cost is rupees 100. That is what given here. Therefore, cost to fence, what is the total perimeter is 30x. So now what is the cost to fence 30x meter? That is equal to 100 multiplied by 30x. Okay, the cost to fence 1 meter is rupees 100. So the cost to fence 30x meter is 100 multiplied by 30x. Now the same is equal to, they have mentioned to fence the plot, that is to fence the whole perimeter, it cost around rupees 75,000. So this 100 multiplied by 30x should be equal to this 75,000. This is the equation. What is that? 100 multiplied by 30x equal to 75,000. So now this is 1, 2, 3. 3000 x equal to 75,000, x equal to 75,000 divided by this 3000, that is equal to 25. Now the x is 25. The question is, what are the dimensions of the plot? Therefore, length of the plot is 11x. 11 multiplied by 25, that is equal to 275 meter. Next is breadth. Breadth of the plot 4x. So 4 multiplied by 25, that is equal to 100 meter. Okay. So this is how we have to solve this problem. Now we move to the next problem. Hassan buy two kinds of cloth material for school uniform shirt material that cost him rupees 50 per meter and trouser material that cost him rupees 90 per meter. For every 3 meters of the shirt material, he buys 2 meters of the trouser material. He sells the material at 12% and 10% profit respectively. His total sale is rupees 36,600. How much trouser material did he buy? Okay, we will start doing it. The first thing mentioned here is the cost price of the shirt material is rupees 50 per meter. What that means is, we will write it. This is the cost price. We will write CP. Cost price of 1 meter of shirt material. 1 meter of shirt material, that is rupees 50. So this is for 1 meter of shirt material is rupees 50. Now cost price of 1 meter of trouser material, that is rupees 90. Okay, so up to this we have solved. For every 3 meters of shirt material, he buys 2 meters of trouser material. This is somewhat tricky. It doesn't mean that he bought 3 meters of shirt and he bought 2 meters of trouser. That is a wrong way of understanding. What they have said is, for every 3 meters of shirt material, he buys 2 meters of trouser material. What does it mean is, this is shirt and this is trouser. Okay, if you bought 3 meters, to match that he should buy 2 meters of trouser. If you bought 6, that is 3 meter plus 3 meter. For that he should buy 2 meter plus 2 meter. For if you bought 6 meters, he should buy 2 plus 2 4 meter. Okay, for 3 meter he should buy 2 meter. For 6 it is 4. For 9 it should be 6. I think you should understand this. Okay, for every 3 meters of shirt material, he bought 2 meters of the trouser material. The same statement from this to this we can rewrite in another form, like he buys shirt and trouser material, okay, in the ratio of 3:2. This is the most important thing you should understand in this problem. This statement and this statement both means the same. Okay, for every 3 meters of shirt material, he buys 2 meters of trouser material. Is the same as he buys shirt and trouser material in the ratio of 3:2. Now if it is in the ratio, we can get the original numbers very easily. How? So length of shirt material, he bought. Total length how bought is, we can make it as 3x meter. Okay, then length of trouser material, that is equal to 2x meter. Okay, now the cost price of 1 meter of shirt material is rupees 50. He bought a total of total. The cost price of 1 meter of shirt material is rupees 50. He bought a total of 3x of shirt material. Therefore, cost price of 3x meter of shirt material, what is that? For 1 meter it is rupees 50. For 3x meter, 3x multiplied by 50, that is equal to rupees 150x. Similarly, what is the cost price of 2x meter of trouser material? that is equal to 2x multiplied by the 1 meter of trouser material cost 90. So 2x meter of trouser material is 9 into 2 rupees 180x. Okay, now we got what is the cost price of the shirt material and the trouser material. Now we have to find what is this x. Now again read the question. He sells the material at 12% and 10% profit respectively. His total sale is rupees 36,600. Now how to solve this is, okay, see this equation formula. In 7th standard you studied this formula, that is selling price equal to 1 plus profit percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price. Here we are having two materials, one is shirt, another one is trouser. So I am writing selling price of shirt plus selling price of trouser. Okay, that is equal to, just I am adding the both of the selling price, that is equal to 1 plus profit percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price plus 1 plus profit percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price. So this first thing is for shirt and this second thing is for trouser. Okay, you know this formula from this cost, this is cost price, profit percentage and selling price. So I am adding this is for selling price of shirt plus selling price of trouser. For selling price of shirt this is a formula, for selling price of trouser this is a formula. Now in the question it is given the total sale is 36,600, that is the selling price of the shirt plus selling price of the trouser together is 36,600. Okay, that is equal to 1 plus, what is the profit percentage of shirt is 12 divided by 100 multiplied by, what is the cost price of the shirt is 150x. Okay, just now we got this answer. This is one term plus 1 plus, what is the profit percentage of trouser is 10 divided by 100 multiplied by, what is the cost price here is 180x. Okay, now if you solve this you will get the value of x, that is 36,600, that is equal to 1 plus 12 by 100. You have to take LCM here, that will become 100. So this becomes 100 plus 12 by 100 multiplied by 150x plus this is 110 by, this is 100 plus 10 by 100, this is 100 multiplied by 180x, 36600, that is equal to 112 by 100 multiplied by 150x plus 110 by 100 multiplied by 180x. Okay, now 36600, that is equal to, if you multiply 112 you can cancel also, and whichever way you want you can do. I am multiplying 112 multiplied by 150 is 16800x by 100 plus here it is 19800x by 100, that is equal to, if you add this, that is 36600x by 100, 36600. Okay, now since the x is in the right hand side, I am just moving it here, 36600x by 100 equal to 36600. Now this and this second cancel, so x equal to 3600 divided by 366, that is equal to 100. Okay, now x equal to 100. Okay, now the question asked is how much trouser material did he buy? So trouser material trouser material he bought equal to, that is equal to 2x, that is equal to 200 meter of trouser material he bought. Okay, here there are two things you should understand. The first is, so this statement, he buys shirt and trouser material in the ratio of 3:2. If you understand this, you can write as 3x and 2x. Then the problem is simple. The next thing you should know is this formula. If you know this formula, then you can substitute and solve. Okay, so the answer is the total trouser material he bought is 2x, that is 200 meter. Okay. The next problem is, half of a head of a deer are grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the head. So, let me take total number of deer. The total number of deer, let me take as x. So, half of a head of deer are grazing in the field. So, the total is x. Out of that, half of them are grazing in the field. Number of deer grazing in the field. Number of deer grazing in the field. The total is x. So, out of the half is x by 2. The next is 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. So, number of deer playing. How many deer are playing? 3/4. What 3/4 means? 3/4. 3/4 of the remaining. What? So, out of this x by 2 are grazing in the field. So, remaining is x minus x by 2. Okay. The next thing, and the rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Number of deer drinking water, that is 9. So, the total number of deer is x. From that, out of that, half of the deer are grazing in the field. So, divide by 2, that is half. The next thing, 3/4 of the remaining. So, you have to subtract x minus x by 2. Out of that, 3/4 are playing. The number of deer drinking water is 9. Now, what should be the equation? If you add this 3, you should get this x. That is, x is equal to, we can write x by 2 plus 3/4 multiplied by x minus x by 2 plus 9, that is equal to x. Okay, this is the equation. If you add this 3, you should get the total number of deers. Now, we will solve this. X by 2, first we will solve the inner bracket, plus 3/4 multiplied by, this is x minus x by 2. Okay, you see here, x minus x by 2. Now, here it is 1. If this is 1 and this is 2, the LCM will be 2. So, x by 1 equal to, it can be written as 2x. Okay, instead of this x by 1, I can write 2x by 2. 2x by 2 minus x by 2, that is equal to 2x minus x by 2, that is equal to 2x minus x is x by 2. Okay. So, x minus x by 2 is x by 2, that is simply 1 minus half. This is 1 and this is half. 1 minus half is half. That is another way you can write it directly. So, instead of this term, I am writing x by 2. This is one term plus 9, that is equal to x. Okay. Now, this is x by 2 plus 3 multiplied by x is 3x by 8 plus 9, that is equal to x. Now, I am taking this x to this side and 9 to that side. X by 2 plus 3x by 8 minus x, that is equal to minus 9. Okay. Now here the denominator is 2, 8 and here it is 1. If you take LCM, that will be 8. So taking LCM, this x by 2 can be written as 8, 2 multiplied by 4 and x multiplied by 4 is 4x. Instead of this x by 2, I can write 4x by 8. For this x by 1, this is 8x. So instead of this x by 1, I can write 8x by 8. Now the LCM is 8, x by 2 is 4x plus 3x minus 8x, that is equal to minus 9. Okay. If you solve this, 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 minus 8 is minus 1. That is minus x by 8, that is equal to minus 9. Now this and minus will get cancelled. Therefore x equal to 72. That is multiply 8 on both sides. This 8 get cancelled. 9 multiplied by 8 is 72. Therefore x is 72. The total number of deer is 72. Okay. The next problem is, a grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. He is also 54 years older than her. Find their present ages. So let me take the age of the granddaughter be D. So let the age of granddaughter be D. Here what is given is, a grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. If the age of the granddaughter is D, then the age of the grandfather is 10 times D. So let the age of the grandfather be F. So age of the grandfather F should be 10 times the age of the granddaughter. So F is equal to 10D. The next statement given is, he is also 54 years older than her. He is also means the grandfather is also 54 years older than granddaughter. So here F is, that is the grandfather is 54 years older. So older than means it is plus, more than. 54 plus D. 54 plus D. Now we can equate these two equations. Since the left hand side it is F on F here, the right hand side should be equal. Therefore 10D is equal to 54 plus D. I am moving this plus D to this side, becomes 10 minus D, that is equal to 54. 10 minus D is 9D, that is equal to 54. Now divide by 9 on both the sides, this 9 get cancelled. So D equal to 54 divided by 9, that is 6. What is D? The age. So age of the granddaughter is 6 years. Age of the grandfather is 10 multiplied by 6, that is 60 years. That 10D is 10 multiplied by 6, that is 60 years. The next problem is, Aman's age is 3 times his son's age. 10 years ago he was 5 times his son's age. Find their present ages. So Aman's age is 3 times his son's age. First let me take the son's age as x. Let the son's age be x. If the son's age is x, Aman's age is 3 times of that. Therefore the Aman's age is 3 multiplied by x, that is 3x. 10 years ago, which means 10 years before, he was 5 times his son's age. What is 10 years before? If the present age is x, 10 years before it will be x minus 10. Therefore before 10 years the son's age is x minus 10. Similarly for Aman's also, if the present age is 3x, before 10 years it is 3x minus 10. Okay, so before 10 years their ages were x minus 10 and 3x minus 10. 10 years ago he was, that is Aman. Aman's age before 10 years is 3x minus 10. Therefore 3x minus 10, he was 5 times. 5 times is 5 multiplied by his son's age. What is his son's age before 10 years is x minus 10. So therefore this is the equation. Now we have to solve this. Here 3x minus 10. What is this? 5 multiplied by x is 5x minus 5 multiplied by 10 is 50. So 3x is here. This 5x I am moving to this side becomes minus 5x. So minus 50 minus 10 moving to this side becomes plus 10. 3x minus 5x is minus 2x, that is equal to minus 40. This minus and this minus will get cancelled, which is x equal to 20. Therefore the son's age is x, that is 20 years. Aman's age is 3x. So 3 multiplied by 20 is 60 years. Okay, this is how we have to solve this. From next class we will move to the next exercise 2.5. Thank you.